Hello, my Leo. It's the Scorpio Stellium here, your no BS tarot card reader. Let's take a look at the week of November 29th through this first week of December. It is already December. And then at the end of the reading, we are going to do a pick a card for what message you need to hear specifically. So stick around for that. Let's see what we've got for you. Last shuffle. There we go. Okay. Feeling it. Feeling it. All right. Okay. Things from your past. Things from your past coming in here. Oh my. Okay, so this is heavy, and I'm going to warn you that it's heavy when we start, okay? That's fair, right? So here we have the Fool, the reversed Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. What I'm feeling here for this is that you had your heart open wide for something. You were all in. There was no hesitation. This Fool energy was like, I'm not looking where I'm going. I'm just feeling it. I'm just enjoying it, living in the moment. And then the reverse Seven of Pentacles, something didn't pay off. You didn't get back what you put into it. You didn't see the investment come back to you. So you had your heart open, you had your mind open, you were ready for change, you were receptive to it. And then this didn't come out the way that you wanted it to. But yet you're looking back on it with the Six of Cups. You're looking back on it and you're thinking through everything that happened. You may even be kind of thinking more about the good times. Focus on when things were good and when they felt complete to you. It's a very sentimental card. There's a lot of nostalgia and these like sweet memories that you have going on. You know, like even though it didn't work out the way that you wanted to, you are remembering what it was like. And those memories are very, very present. They're very much part of your everyday life right now. The next line here, we see the reversed Two of Swords, reversed Strength, reversed Emperor. I think that there needs to be a decision made with the Two of Swords. There needs to be a decision about what you're going to do moving forward. Because here with the reversed Strength and the reversed Emperor, we're seeing that you don't have the boundary with this particular situation. The boundaries between you and this other person are just like where you can't even find them. There's no line in the sand. Because I think this is somebody that you would do anything for. You don't think that you're strong enough to do it. You know, you don't think you're strong enough to be in it, but you would do anything for them if you could. It makes you feel very, seeing Leo's card here, seeing the Strength card right in the middle and having it reversed is showing me that you feel it. Your heart is so in it, but you're feeling weak. You know, this weakness about maybe this person makes you feel weak. Maybe it's hard for you to like take your power back with them. It's like they have some pull over you, some authority, because you don't have the authority in this situation. You don't feel like you have the authority. It's like as soon as they say anything, you jump for it. You know, you want it. And it's so tied up in the memory of who they used to be. It's not necessarily who they are right now. It's who they used to be, and you idolize this particular person that you've built up in your head, that you've put on a pedestal. The next line here shows me really that succinctly, and this is what it goes into, is the Devil, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Devil shows how you are bound to this. You feel so completely like held by this. It is a captivity for you. If you look at the Devil card, you know, the man and the woman in this card are in chains. And they're in chains next to this half cube, which represents, in tarot, it represents half-truths, the lies that we believe. And that's what keeps us enslaved to things. Because you are not looking at the full picture. You're not seeing or choosing not to see all of the things that were detrimental, that were bad, that were unhealthy and toxic about this situation, because you only want to see the good stuff. But you are still, you know damn well with this Ten of Swords that there is betrayal here, that there was a ending that hurt, that felt like a stab in the back. It felt like you were just laid out and left bare, and no, this person didn't care at all what happened to you. And that pain is still very, very real. Even though you don't want to see it, you want to just go whenever they say go, because you think you're going to get a different result in the future. So it leads you to feeling stuck. You feel mentally like stuck to this. You feel like trapped in it, and you're all up in your head about it. And the thing is, it's not that difficult. It's really pretty plain. And I think that if you have told anybody who cares for you, friends, family, about this circumstance, they've already told you this. They've already said, like, look, the person wasn't really what you thought they were going to be. You know this, but there's something in you that doesn't want to let go, that can't quite let it go. Let's go ahead and clarify with more information. Okay, we have the Three of Swords, obviously, because there's heartbreak. By you being open-minded and open-hearted and not even like looking if there was a step. When you put your foot out, there was sorrow that came from that. There was heartache. There was a separation and a great pain that you dealt with. Again, we're coming back to that betrayal. And you just want to see, you just want to believe that everything was good. You have reverse Empress here that also fell out. It feels like it may be that somebody else you felt replaced. Like, I don't want to say this, but I have to say it. Okay. Like you felt like you were replaced by somebody else. That's the reversed Empress here. Okay. And then I also have, Seven of Cups. So you lived in this, Eight of Cups. You felt like you were living, it was a fantasy, which you built up in your head about this person. It was not what they were showing you. They were not being consistent. Just because somebody shows you something once or twice, that does not mean that that's what they are. That is what you wanted to believe that they are and what they were about. So here we are, Eight of Cups. You have to walk away from something that's not serving you. And that's what is so hard to come to, is to accept the realization that this isn't healthy. It's not serving you. It's not getting you anywhere. It's not progressing you. And that's why you feel the way that you do with reversed strength. This has to come to its natural ending. And when you let it come to here, the world, you let it come to the ending, it's by being enlightened about the situation. It's by awareness about seeing what the lessons were and what this was for in your life. And when you let that ending naturally that wants to come happen, when you let it in, it's not giving up, okay? It's standing up for you. It's taking your power back, because you've been giving it up and giving it up. And this is the power that you need in order to bring healthy love into your life. So we have the reversed Eight of Pentacles here too. This is talking about how it is affecting your everyday life. How you're approaching work, how you're approaching relationships. I don't know if it's making you more apathetic about things, or if it's making it so that you just have a hard time focusing on what you need to focus on. But it does play a role in other aspects of your life. It's not like, I think you want to think that it's just in your mind. But it's not. It's more than that. So now what we see here coming into the bottom and clarifying and looking at this deeper. So we do have betrayal, but we also have you getting to a point where you can come out of the fantasy and realize it is not what you thought it was. You seeing it for real. And when you do that, you're able to look at this, Two of Wands and the Hierophant. You're able to make plans for your future that bring commitment into your life, that bring a real relationship, that brings something that is solid and tangible, somebody that shows up and is consistent. Let's see what's flying out at me now. See, you get victory. Here's the Chariot, because you've learned, and when you learn, I say because you've learned, so this changes when you're able to walk away and when you're able to let it go and accept the endings in a grateful spirit, you know, grateful for the ability to learn and level up, so to speak, to prepare you for what's coming in. Then we have victory because you have victory over your emotions. They're not letting you are not letting them rule your life anymore. And you have success and you're moving forward. And what are you moving forward towards? You're moving forward towards the commitment, the real relationship. And look at this, Ace of Cups, you get the new love. And then you get out of your head, reverse 8 of Swords. It just all comes together. The second that you walk away from what's not serving you, it's this idea of cleaning out and making space. It's one of the laws of the universe that when we make up, you know, we make room for something, then it's going to come in. But if we're filling up that space with something that's negative, it's not ever going to come in. So when you walk away, you allow it, right? So now we have you getting out of your own head, you not feeling trapped anymore. So we have it down here, 8 of Swords, and then we have it here, reverse, because it's showing you what can happen when you let this go. So the Ace of Cups is showing new love. It's showing somebody else coming in, somebody else that is actually going to give you commitment and is actually going to make plans for your future together. So it all happens, like I said, when you make space for what is healthy and what is good in your life, despite, you know, gosh, you've been through something really, really tumultuous and really, really painful. And somebody that I think very, very rarely ever showed up for you. I think you showed up for them a whole lot. And when you really look at it and take stock, that wasn't happening the other way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do your pick a card for what message you need to hear. And after I do that, I would love it if you would subscribe and leave me a comment so that I can say hello to you and meet you. I always do reply to my comments. So say hi. All right, so your pick a card. What message you need to hear? Let's see. We've got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so card 1, 2, and 3. You can pause if you need to figure out which card resonates with you more. Go with your first instinct is always my advice. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. For card number 1, we have the reversed 10 of Wands. This is going to feel like a battle until you put it down. Until you put the burden that's on you down. It's so heavy, and it's like you're fighting for every inch of progress that you get. But when you set this down, you're going to feel so much lighter. You're going to be able to go so much faster and so much further. So for card number 2, we have the reverse 5 of Cups. This is your recovery. This is you coming out of this sadness, this sense of loss where you cling to what is no longer there. And you're still going to have scars. You know, that's part of being human, is being scarred and being hurt. And it's miraculous, like how our hearts can heal, but they still leave marks. But this is showing that you are able to heal that, come out of that, and realize the abundance that is in your life. And when you start realizing it, guess what? More and more come in. So this is great. And then for card number 3, it's the Faith card, which is the same in this deck as the Hierophant is. This is talking about that commitment again that I told you that I see. I see commitment coming into your life. I see new love that is going to result in something stable and consistent and positive. And I'm excited for you for that. So clear out space, make room for that. Thank you for watching, Leo. I will see you again next week.